Hi everyone, we continue with Langmuir Hinshelwood kinetic. Langmuir Hinshelwood kinetic mechanism. This is actually a model of how the kinetics happens. So maknanya kita nak tahu macam mana perjalanan reactants tu berlaku. So kita tengok step by step dia. So kinetic mechanism ni kata lainnya adalah perjalanan reaction tu, dan daripada kinetic mechanism ni kita boleh kira reaction rate semua. Jadi this theory is actually invented by this fella, Cyril Norman Hinshelwood, and also Langmuir, Irving Langmuir. Langmuir Hinshelwood kinetic mechanism ni only focuses on this step of 3, 4 and 5. So meaning that kita nak tahu apakah yang berlaku pada step 3, 4, 5. Bagaimanakah kinetik itu berlaku. But wait, previously you have been introduced on the step diffusion and also reactions. So again, saya just nak recall the diffusion happens at this layer of from bulk into internal towards the catalyst. So reaction is actually happens from the internal from the external surface of catalyst into the internal of the catalyst lah. So dekat 3, 4, 5 ni berlakunya adsorption, surface reaction and also desorption. Jadi katalah berlakunya surface reaction limiting. So kita nak tahu pula adakah ia adalah adsorption limiting, surface reaction limiting ataupun the desorption limiting. So ini yang saya cakap tadi. Katalah bila you kira-kira, instead of you find out it is not the mass transfer limiting or transport limiting kan, bukan area ni yang menyebabkan berlakunya overall reaction rate tersebut, which is then you guys find out this is the area that actually the limiter for overall reaction. Tapi lepas tu kita nak tahu kalau area ni yang menyebabkan the limiter is the limiter, so we want to know whether it is adsorption, surface reaction or desorption that is the limiter for the rate limiting step. So bila kita dah identify which one is which, kita nak postulate pula the overall rate law. Dan daripada overall rate law nantilah scientists agaknya akan compare with the experimental data. Okay, jadi kita fokus dekat area ni. Then for the start, we look at the adsorption first. So adsorption happens at step number 3 here. Okay. So let's define what is adsorption. Adsorption is physical or chemical phenomena whereby the molecules that present in a liquid or gas, in this case liquid or gas ni kita refer sebagai reactant, to be attached to the surface of a solid. So kalau dalam case kita punya catalytic ni, surface of solid, kita refer kepada catalyst. So when we talk about surface in our course, kita refer kepada external and internal surface of the catalyst. Dan dalam adsorption you akan selalu nampak perkataan adsorbent and also adsorbate. So you need to know what is adsorbent. Adsorbent is the substance which surface adsorption occurs. So in this case, adsorbent is the catalyst, whereby the adsorbate is the substance that going to be adsorbed onto the adsorbent. So adsorbate in this case adalah molekul yang present dalam liquid and also gas. Just now, which is kita kata reactant, which is in liquid or gas. Okay. Then adsorption terbagi kepada dua, which is it can be physical adsorption or chemical adsorption. So we'll be looking on the further definition of this physical and also chemical adsorption. So this is the figure to illustrate the meaning of adsorption happens. So let's say this is adsorbate. Adsorbate is the molecules yang daripada reactant, sama ada fluid ataupun sama ada in liquid or gas form. So katalah area, this one is adsorbent. In this case, we refer to our catalyst. So bila kita punya molecules from reactants, in which we refer that as adsorbate, going too near to the catalyst, whereby the catalyst has active sites, so the adsorbate start to adsorb on the adsorbent. So this is where we call it as adsorption happens. So another example of adsorption process, katalah kita ada catalyst, our catalyst is platinum, and platinum we refer that as adsorbent. And katalah kita ada molecule of hydrogen and molecule of oxygen, and this molecule, when it comes to the active sites of the adsorbent, in this case is catalyst, so H and O start to adsorb and akan berlakulah reaction. Contohnya. So previously I told you that there are two classifications of adsorption, which is physical or physisorption and also chemisorption. So we look at the physical adsorption. Physical absorption is a phenomena whereby the van der Waals forces of attraction happens, in which that physical absorptions would cause no changes of chemical structure. So unlike physical adsorptions, chemical adsorption is the adsorption happens that brings chemical changes yang akan berlaku between adsorbent and also adsorbate. There will be a strong interaction between adsorbent and also adsorbate dan berlakunya chemical changes of in chemical bond structure. So in this slide, I want you to compare by yourself the meaning of physisorption and also chemisorption. So I give you time to really read on this slide the differences and looking at the process of adsorption happens.